Hello everybody. Today I wanted to go over a quick Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls Crusader build. It's really heavy and strives at supporting other players and playing a group play. And basically all you're really going to need for this build is the Con set bonus, which reduces the cooldown of Vakret's Champion by 50%. And then you're also going to want the Inviolable Faith Flail that casts Consecration underneath all of your allies. And then you're also going to want the Final Witness, and it makes Shield Glare hit all enemies around you. And the rest of the gear is like your rings, it's up to you. Your belt's up to you. But I like to use this so that it reduces our damage taken because we're going to be really tanky. And this also helps quite a bit by not taking arcane damage as much, because that was the only thing that was killing me for a while. But as you can see, I have 25 million toughness with just about 1.5 mil recovery, and my max HP is 1,040,000, which is quite a bit. And like really all we're going to be doing is keeping stuff away from people that are in our group and providing buffs for them and heals for them. So I like to use Justice Holy Bolt just because it heals us, and it's just really something that we could use. And then we use Judgment with Resolved. This way that we can like root people away from say Demon Hunters and other people in our group. And it also has a 20% increased critical hit chance, which is pretty nice for our group. And then we're also going to use Shield Glare with Divine Verdict, and this is going to allow us to yet again keep stuff off of people. And then the blinded enemies also take 20% more damage for 4 seconds, which is also really helpful. And then we're going to use Vakret's Champion with Rally, because now when we use Vakret's Champion, it reduces the remaining cooldown of all of our spells by 12 seconds. And as you can see, Shield Glare is 12 seconds, so you can pretty much pop one immediately. Judgment also is 20 seconds, so it should be up fairly soon. And then Consecration's cooldown is 30 seconds, and this is like the main part of the build. Consecrate the ground 24 yards around you for 10 seconds. You and your allies heal for 48,000 life per second while staying on the consecrated ground. Like, this is really powerful because if our group is like stacked up, it's going to be 48,000 times 4 for each person in our group, and that's going to be quite a bit of healing per second, and that's going to help quite a bit at keeping people alive in greater rifts and T6 rifts. And then finally we're going to use Laws of Justice with Face Armor. This is going to pop us shields from time to time when we need them, and that's pretty helpful. And then for our passive skills, we're using Fervor. While wielding a one-handed weapon, your attack speed is increased by 15%, and all cooldowns are reduced by 15%. But yet again, this is going to be one of those cooldown reduction builds. So the more cooldown reduction you have, the better off you probably are. And then we're going to use Long Arm of the Law, which increases the duration of active effects by 5 seconds, which will make our bubbles and shields last a little bit longer, which is nice. And then I like to use Indestructible just to save me. And then we use Vigilant so that we just help us tank a little bit better. Okay guys, now we're gonna try this out, and we're gonna go ahead and join up in a T6 group. Hopefully we'll get in something that has quite a few people in it, and we'll just go from there, and I'll explain how and what you're gonna want to do. It's kind of self-explanatory, but I figured, I'd just throw the footage in there. So like with just 2 people in that consecration, it heals for quite a bit, as you can see. But if we have 4, then it really does work really good. And it'll potentially save people's lives and that kind of thing, which is also really helpful. And we could just this guy's pretty good, so we're wrecking stuff pretty hard. But pretty much what we're gonna want to do is just try to keep everything away from him. We have roots and stuns and stuff like that, so it shouldn't be too hard. And then everything that we do root and stun takes a significant amount more damage, which helps everybody out. So I guess that's it. If you guys want me to do other interesting builds that I just like kind of thought about doing but not really do, just leave a comment, I guess, and I'll see if I can do them.